I'm not a materialistic person. I just like the way FILAs look because I like their color and I think they look cool. It doesn't matter to me that they're not as popular as they were before because I like them.
Will Fila ever get the respect that it truly deserves? Honestly, I feel like Asics got a chance, New Balance got a chance, Reebok's got a chance, but Fila never gets the respect that I feel like it actually deserves. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody wants to give all the other underrated sneaker brands a chance, but they don't ever want to give Fila a chance to shine. This kid in this video here is talking about how he loves Filas, and when he goes to school, he gets bullied for them. I know it's a parody of another video, but I do want to expand upon the topic here. Why does it seem like Fila is bottom of the barrel when it comes to sneaker brands? I feel like Fila is probably one of the most disrespected sneaker brands of all time, and I wonder why. The only thing Fila really has going for them are these disruptors right here, guys. The Fila Disruptor 2 is probably the most notable sneaker from the Fila line. It's an all-white sneaker. It's simple, it's clean, it catches a lot of eyes, it catches a lot of attention. The discussion I'd like to have here today is, will Fila ever get the shine that it deserves? Will it ever get respected? What's next? You know what I mean? I feel like ever since the Yeezy conglomerate kind of faded away, a lot of people were forced to expand and operate with new sneaker brands, bro. You see that Yeezy had really like a competition going on with Nike. It was always Jordan, Nike, Yeezy, like this true trifecta of sorts, right? And then once the whole Yeezy thing happened in 2022, a lot of people were forced to separate. It was like Pangea finally dispersed, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people went towards the New Balances. A lot of people gave Asics a chance, Hoka's a chance, but not a lot of people talked about Filas. If I'm looking at the Fila website, you can see here, these sneakers are going for $70, bro. That's such a fair price for a sneaker. And it's all white, you know what I'm saying? But what stops Fila from having that like chokehold on the game, you know what I'm saying? Like, I think one, a lot of people associate Fila with like cheap discount rack shoes. I mean, honestly, you think about it, most of the time when you go to Ross or DD's Discounts or TJ Maxx, where are you gonna see Filas, rack room shoes, Filas. Fila is known as the clearance shoe. It's the, oh, I don't have money shoe. But back in the 90s, the Fila Grant Hills had a chokehold on the game. A lot of people respected Fila, this brand in particular, back in the 90s just because of its association with being a great basketball shoe. A lot of people were trying to compete with the Jordan label that existed in the past, but ultimately, at the end of the day, nowadays, Filas just don't garner that same level of respect. I think another thing that comes to my mind when I look at a lot of these Fila models is the fact they're trying to replicate a lot of Jordan models or Nike models. Like, I think another thing that comes to people's mind when they look at a lot of Fila models is the fact they're trying to copy other popular sneakers, especially Jordans. Like, look at this one right here. This one looks just like a Jordan 11. This one here looks like black Air Forces. I mean, yeah, a lot of these Fila models, they just don't stick out. I feel like the one thing that Fila needs to do is just find a way to solidify its own image in the sneaker game. A lot of people look at Fila as the clearance discount shoe at the end of the day, bro. They don't have a real solid identity. To me, a lot of these sneakers look exactly like Jordans, man. A lot of them remind me of Jordan 11s and Jordan 9s, to be honest. You got some sneakers that remind them of the popular 90s era, like these Grant Hills, but for the most part, Fila's struggling, man. I mean, but at the end of the day, I mean, he's a kid in high school. Should he be bullied for the sneakers that he wears? I mean, that is a part of like high school culture. I mean, fashion is a very huge thing. The what you wear and the brands that you wear ultimately determine your worth and your value in a sense. You know what I mean? I mean, as horrible as it is, a lot of people tie their ego into the sneakers and the clothing brands that they have on. Honestly, the shoes that he showed in this video aren't really bad. I mean, are they the best sneaker in the world to me? No, but I mean, at least he's got shoes on his feet, right? I mean, a lot of people want to rock designer stuff when they're in high school and they work at McDonald's. It's just the teenage mind in some ways doesn't make any sense when it comes to fashion. But ultimately, I feel like Fila has to do something just to set itself apart. I mean, the Grant Hills were definitely a good option back in the day, but a lot of the Filas that are out right now just can't compete with the diversity that's coming from New Balance. Like, look at the New Balance, man. I know a lot of them do look like Yeezys. I know the 9060s remind me of Wave Runners, but for the most part, I mean, New Balance has found a way to like solidify its image in the game. They're known as the ultimate dad sneaker. They are really like a good third cheap option, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like Fila has to find a way to make it so that their sneakers are still affordable but respected. That's what New Balance has done a great job of doing. Like, resellers don't buy up all the New Balance 9090s and the 2002s. There's a New Balance for everybody, and the N, the symbol, used to be something that represented like old man sneakers, but now they do garner a bit of respect. So Fila has to work something out. They have to maybe get some new people on the design team to really help them shake the game up, because right now their label is that of just cheap third-party outlet sneaker. I feel like Asics figured something out, New Balance figured something out, Reeboks is figuring out, and Fila has to get it together, or else they will always be clowned forever and ever. But these are just my thoughts. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.